Let me ask you something straight from the heart. Have you been waking up at night with pressure in your lower belly, feeling like your stream just isn't what it used to be like? You're losing control of your own body, one bathroom trip at a time. If you're over 60, you probably heard whispers about supplements and surgeries, but the truth is, there's one simple fruit sitting in your kitchen right now that could be quietly shrinking your prostate, teasing your symptoms, and helping restore the confidence you thought was gone today. I'll reveal what this fruit is show to use and why no one ever told you about it. Before, stay with me because this could change the way you feel every single day. I've spent over 30 years as a doctor working with men just like you, men who worked hard, built families, gave everything they had to the world, and now find themselves fighting a quiet battle with their own body. What most men don't realize is that the real problem doesn't begin in the bladder. It begins with a small walnut-sized gland called the prostate. As you age, your testosterone drops, your inflammation rises, and your prostate slowly swells in silence. It presses against your urethra, makes urination harder, and starts to affect your blood flow, energy, and even intimacy. But here's the part no one is telling you. You don't always need more medication. You don't need to jump straight into procedures, because there are natural compounds proven in modern studies that can lower inflammation, improve circulation, and help shrink your prostate from the inside out. And one fruit in particular leads the charge. Let's talk about how it works. Most men wait too long before doing something about their prostate. They chalk up to frequent bathroom visits to aging. They ignore the weaker stream, the interrupted sleep, the loss of energy. Some even think it's just part of being over 60. But what they don't realize is that every one of those signals is your body waving a flag asking for support, not surrender. This isn't just about the prostate. It's about circulation, hormone balance, cellular stress. Your body is inflamed, your blood flow is restricted, and your confidence takes the hit. What makes it worse is that the standard medical system often overlooks the root. You're offered pills that mask symptoms, procedures that carry side effects, and no one tells you there's a better starting point. That starting point is food. More specifically, the right fruit, because nature has designed certain fruits that contain compounds capable of reducing prostate inflammation, improving urine flow, and even boosting testosterone. And when you make them a habit, you start to feel more like the man you remember. Let's begin with the first one, SOUTIO, and number one, KIWI. I first began working with older men dealing with prostate discomfort. I kept hearing the same frustrations. Waking up at night to pee pressure that just wouldn't go away. That uncomfortable sense of never feeling fully empty, and I started noticing something. These symptoms weren't just about the bladder. They were signs of chronic low-grade inflammation in the prostate. The first fruit I recommend in nearly every case is kiwi. Most men walk right past it. In the produce aisle, it's small, it's fuzzy, it looks more decorative than medicinal. But inside that green flesh lies one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C on the planet. Vitamin C is your prostate's best friend. It neutralizes free radicals, reduces swelling, and helps your tissues recover at the cellular level. This matters because your prostate sits in the middle of your urinary flow. When it swells, everything backs up. You feel pressure, you lose sleep, your energy tanks. Adding just 1 or 2 kiwis a day begins to calm that swelling. I've had patients in their 70s come back after 2 weeks telling me they've slept through the night for the first time in years. They're not rushing to the bathroom as often. They feel lighter, clearer, more in control. But kiwi doesn't stop at vitamin C. It's packed with fiber, which supports gut health and hormone balance. When your gut functions better, your whole system gets the message. Testosterone stabilizes inflammation, drops, your body gets back on track, and the beauty of kiwi is its gentleness. No side effects, no digestive upset, just slow, steady restoration. You can eat it plain, blend it into a smoothie, or slice it into your breakfast bowl. But whatever you do, make it a habit, because prostate healing isn't about quick fixes. It's about daily nourishment that compounds over time, and while kiwi is powerful, the next fruit on this list has earned its reputation as the quiet warrior. It may be small, but its antioxidant strength reaches deep into your cells. Let's talk about the one fruit that protects not just your prostate, but your memory, your blood flow, and your manhood SOLUT. Number A. Blueberries. Blueberries are the kind of fruit most men overlook. They're sweet, easy to snack on, but rarely seen as a tool for male health. And yet I've watched them change lives. I remember a man named Carl who came into my office frustrated and exhausted. He was in his early 60s dealing with weak flow, constant urgency, and a creeping sense that he was fading. Fading in energy, fading in confidence, fading in connection. When we looked at his diet, I asked him one question: what are you feeding your cells? Because your prostate, your brain, your blood vessels, they all depend on cellular strength, and that's where blueberries shine. They contain a powerful compound called anthocyanins. These antioxidants go straight into your bloodstream, fighting the oxidative stress that causes inflammation inside your prostate. They don't just mask symptoms. They protect your prostate cells from aging. They shield your circulation from breakdown, and they help restore natural blood flow where it matters most. Carl started adding a bowl of blueberries to his breakfast every morning. Simple. No pills, no powders, just a bowl of fruit. Within 2 weeks, he noticed he was sleeping better. His mind felt sharper. He felt present again, more connected to his body, more responsive in moments that mattered. And here's what's really powerful. Blueberries don't just support the prostate. They help improve blood flow to the brain. They stabilize testosterone levels. They reduce stress hormones. And they give your cells the tools to repair themselves. That means better clarity, better mood, better performance, both in the bathroom and in the bedroom. There's something deeper too. When you eat foods like blueberries, you're sending your body a message. I still care. I still want to feel alive. I'm not giving up. That mindset, combined with the nutrients, begins to change everything. So whether you toss them in your oatmeal, mix them with yogurt, or eat them by the handful, just keep it consistent. This fruit builds protection over time, and once your body starts responding, you'll feel the shift. The next fruit we'll explore is rich in tradition and power. It has been respected for centuries for its strength-building properties, and now science is proving why it might be one of the most essential tools for men over 60. Solution number 3. Pomegranate is one of the oldest known healing fruits. It shows up in ancient texts, ancient medicine, and now in modern clinical research. And when it comes to men's health, especially prostate health, it delivers something few other fruits can: real deep cellular repair. I often say pomegranate is for the man who feels like he's running on empty, low energy, low desire, constant pressure in the lower abdomen. Your body's working overtime trying to fight inflammation, and your hormones are out of rhythm. That's where pomegranate steps in. It's packed with polyphenols and a rare compound called ellagic acid. These nutrients go straight to the source. They calm inflammation, repair prostate tissue, and support the healthy hormonal balance that starts to decline after 60. I had a patient named Greg. He was in his 70s, retired, dealing with a swollen prostate and low testosterone. He had tried medications, but they left him dull and disconnected. I told him to start drinking half a glass of pure pomegranate juice every morning. Nothing added, no sugar, just juice. After 2 weeks, he came in with a spark in his eyes, and he said, "Doc, I feel like myself again." Not just down there, but here. He pointed to his chest. That's the power of this fruit. It doesn't just fix one symptom, it restores your sense of self. By improving circulation and hormone function, men report stronger desire, better stamina, and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. It even supports immune strength and blood flow throughout the entire lower body. And unlike synthetic treatments, there's no crash, no side effects, no artificial stimulation. Just nature working with your body, helping. You rebuild from the inside. Pomegranate is best in its pure form. No sugar added, just juice or seeds. Try it in the morning when your body is most ready to absorb nutrients, and give it time. It's not about overnight change, it's about steady renewal. Now that we've looked at this ancient warrior, let's turn to a fruit that brings a lighter touch, one that hydrates, restores, and delivers a rare compound that few men over 60 are getting enough of. Solution number 4, Terrellino watermelon. Might seem like nothing more than a summer treat, but if you're a man over 60 trying to shrink your prostate, hydrate your body, and feel lighter again, this fruit can be one of your most powerful allies. Growing up, I remember my grandfather sitting on the porch every afternoon with a thick slice of watermelon in his hand, juice dripping down his forearms, laughing like he didn't have a care in the world. Back then, I thought it was just a snack. Now I know it was medicine. Watermelon is rich in a compound called lycopene, an antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation, especially in the prostate. Lycopene protects your tissues from oxidative stress and improves blood flow where your body needs it most. Unlike many fruits, watermelon delivers this in a hydrating, easy-to-absorb form. That means your kidneys flush cleaner, your bladder works smoother, and your prostate faces less irritation. I once worked with a soft-spoken man named Robert. He was frustrated, low pressure, inconsistent flow, always feeling like he had to go again. He didn't want to take medication, not unless he had to. So I suggested something simple. 1 large slice of watermelon every afternoon. That's it. No changes to his supplements, no expensive plans, just a daily dose of hydration and lycopene. 2 weeks later, he looked different. His posture had changed. He said he was sleeping through the night feeling lighter, more at ease. That's the hidden power of watermelon. It cools the body, reduces irritation in the urinary tract, and clears toxins that silently aggravate your prostate. It's easy to eat, satisfying, and gentle on digestion. It's also a quiet circulation booster. Better blood flow means more oxygen to your lower body, better hormone transport, and yes, better performance. The kind of performance that lets you feel present again, connected, confident. Watermelon won't solve everything overnight, but when added to your daily rhythm, it starts to move things in the right direction. And the next fruit, the one we'll talk about now, is the most powerful of them all. It's not exotic, it's not rare. In fact, you probably have it sitting on your kitchen counter right now. Let's take a look at the number 1 fruit for prostate healing and male strength, SOL. And number 5, tomatoes are the most underestimated medicine in your kitchen. They don't look like a superfood. They're common. They're simple. But when it comes to shrinking your prostate and restoring your manhood, they are the single most effective fruit I've seen in my practice. Tomatoes are loaded with lycopene, the same compound found in watermelon, but in much higher concentration. And unlike many nutrients, lycopene becomes even more powerful when tomatoes are cooked. That means tomato soup, tomato paste, even marinara sauce can deliver prostate healing compounds your body craves. The secret is absorption. Cooking breaks down the tomato's cell walls, releasing lycopene in a form your body can use immediately. Add a little healthy fat like olive oil, and your absorption goes through the roof. I worked with a farmer named Marvin, 82 years old, tough as nails, but tired of waking up 5 times a night. He was skeptical but willing to try, so I had him drink a 1 cup of tomato soup every morning. Just 1 cup. 2 weeks later, he walked into my office smiling and said, "Doc, something turned back on." That's the effect. This fruit can have less pressure, better flow, fewer nighttime interruptions, more energy, more confidence, and sometimes even stronger morning erections. Not because of magic, but because you're giving your prostate what it actually needs. Tomatoes also provide vitamin C, vitamin K, and potassium, which support your blood pressure, immune system, and tissue healing. But it's the lycopene that delivers the biggest shift, because it works at the level of inflammation, reducing the swelling that squeezes your urethra, interferes with your bladder, and keeps you in the bathroom at all hours, and when your body is no longer stuck in fight mode, it begins to remember how to function. Tomatoes are cheap, easy to find, and easy to add into your daily meals. But don't just eat them once a week. Make them part of your routine, because healing only happens through consistency. And now that we've explored all 5 powerful fruits, there's one more thing I want to leave you with, something even more important than lycopene, something that most men forget. They still have. Let's talk about what's possible when you take action. If you're still with me right now, I want you to hear this loud and clear. Your body hasn't given up on you, not even close. Every night you've been up walking to the bathroom, every moment of doubt you've felt about your strength, every time you've wondered where your energy went, that wasn't weakness, that was your body asking for support. And today, you've seen exactly where that support can begin, not in a bottle, not in a surgery, but in your kitchen. 5 fruits, each with the power to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and restore the balance that aging quietly disrupts. Kiwi for its vitamin C, blueberries for their antioxidants, pomegranate for deep tissue repair, watermelon for hydration and blood flow, and tomatoes for the highest concentration of prostate shrinking lycopene. Of these are difficult to find. None require a prescription, but when you use them consistently day after day, your body starts to respond. It starts to remember how to heal, how to move, how to feel like itself again. Watched it happen. Hundreds of men who were tired, frustrated, ready to give up, or simply made small, consistent change and got their life back. So here's what I want you to do. Start with one of these fruits today, not all 5. Just one. Add it to your morning. Make it a habit, because your next chapter doesn't begin with a treatment. It begins with a choice to believe you're still worth taking care of.